Afternoon, YouTube. Here on this, this is actually Sunday, but I'm recording this. Probably won't be posted till Tuesday though. Got a little bit done on this. I've just been playing around, kind of doing this and that, and this one's, whoops. This one is done, soldered. This one is done and soldered. It's a little bit harder to see. There's basically this capacitor, this diode, and this resistor connected here, and then this resistor goes over to this one. It's not been soldered yet because there's more to go on that one. The negative bus has been installed. It's not been soldered yet, but it is installed. It basically goes from this lug through this lug here to this lug, bypassing this one, and I basically will have to solder it here and then wait to solder it here before I've got the end of this has got to go in here, plus there's another capacitor that goes to the line that goes in there as well. So, and this other red wire goes in there too from the transformer. So that's where I'm at. I just thought I'd bring you back and sort of show you what I'm up to today. I came in here just not really meaning to do all this, but you know, after I got to playing around with it, it's just too much fun not to do. I did also get the hole drilled for the coil to fit into. It doesn't really fit in there very well, but I think it just basically sits there. It's not really a big deal about it fitting really good in there. So this other capacitor will be mounted here like that. I'm going to put it in a diagram showing you what I'm doing, but I'll put the PDF file in the video so you can see. But it goes from here to the ground bus. And when they say ground bus, they mean ground bus. This thing is quite thick, but it's darn good ground. I had to use my other cutters to cut it. The little Play-Doh ones don't do it. So, anywho, this is like I said, it's got to be soldered here shortly. I'm just kind of taking this one step at a time. And now these green wires here are the filament wires. They have to be twisted and routed underneath both of these capacitors. I don't know why they have to be run underneath, but that's just the way it says to do it. So that's the way I'm doing it. I'm gonna probably the next thing I do is probably to twist those and twist them together so I can go ahead and route them where they go. So when I put this down to attach it, then it will be done and I won't have to move it again. So. Alright, that's what I've got going here. Let me get some more done and I'll bring you back later. Alright, back here once more. I have this soldered now. I don't know if I had that soldered before or not, but that's all soldered now. That grounding bus is a little bit difficult to solder. Got that soldered on this end also. I have my wires ran like they're supposed to be underneath these capacitors. This is not complete yet, so it can't be soldered. That was complete. That'll be cut off when it's soldered. This again, it can't be soldered. There's a capacitor that goes to that, but then I could probably go ahead and solder that. There's two more resistors that go in this line here that are soldered. The audio frequency comes in here, goes over to the tube socket. And I think the rest of it is all up in here with this coil. I'm a little bit hesitant about getting the coil out. Not because of it's just a little bit complicated on the wiring. I'm going to flash the picture up here for figure 3, step 3. And you'll see what I'm talking about here. This is all it doesn't look like there's any, you know, you got a line running over here going to there, and it looks like it goes right across all these lines. These are all bare wires. I'm assuming that I don't know really what I'm assuming, but it looks to me like this 82 picofarad cap goes from here to here. Again, this crosses over here, and it looks to me like it goes over to here. Now, I'm not really sure. I'll have to look at the schematic, I guess, and go from that way of it. Maybe that'll tell me a little bit more than what I'm seeing here. But anyway, that's the thing I'm running into. Now, this one's pretty simple up here. This 47 picofarad goes up to here. Now, there's like 3 lines going in there, though. So, you know, the red dot is right there. I understand that. You have, I think this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think that's the way it runs. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't really matter because the red dots here, you only have concern with these 3 here. These 2 are open. There's nothing on those. So, you know, it should be fairly simple. You have a resistor here. It looks like 100K going over to the tube socket. Another capacitor there, 0.047, going from the ground bus to the tube socket. And the rest of those look pretty simple, except for there's a couple in there. This one's a little complicated. This one's a little, you know, it's got anything that's got 2 things on it is complicated to me. The reason being is, you know, it just makes it a little more complicated. I don't know how else to say it. Anyway, I'm thinking about taking a break here and studying this a little bit more and looking at the schematic and things. So I think that's the best course of action. This part was easy, you know, over here. And like I said, routing the wires into there, that was cool. That was no problem. And like I say, you can see I got them routed under just the way they're supposed to be, and they're coming right out at the tube socket where it goes. So, but now this is our high voltage line capacitor. So that will get hooked to the. I'm thinking, you know, this is a polarized cord wherever it went to. Oh, there it is. So I think I'm going to try and hook this up to the ground side. The line cord is marked, and so that would be an extra precaution, I guess, is what you would say, so that, you know, this one here is going to be the ground. Also, I'm not using the little wire ties, whatever they call them, twist ties. You know what I'm saying? The little I can't even think of the name of them now. But anyway, I'm not using those. I'm going to go ahead and put these on with solder them, and then I'm going to put some shrink tubing over them. And I want to make sure that there's no connections here that are going to be out in the way, out in the, you know, wild here. So, like I said, that's what I'm going to do. Like I say, that's pretty much what I'm up against. So, you guys. I'm going to make this kind of a short video because it's going to be these 2 little segments in here, and I'm going to take a break, and like I said, I'm going to think about it, and I don't think I'll make any more on this video because it's already like 8 minutes that I've recorded. So you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I appreciate you watching, and we will see ya.
That's all, folks.